So you finally got your first guitar interface and you're ready to record, and you've got all of these pedals and more, and you want to know, hey, can I plug this into my interface so that I can dial in my own sound and not sound like everybody else online? Well, let's answer that. So hello everybody and welcome to a new video and welcome to my channel where we talk about everything music from death metal to Queen and everything in between. So can we plug in the guitar pedals into the interface? Yes. Yes, we can. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please drop me a like if you did. Drop me a comment in the comment section down below. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to this channel like a man if you haven't yet. And if you really enjoy the content and you want to help support the channel big time, please consider becoming a patron to the channel. A little goes a long way and we surely do appreciate it. I mean, you guys wanted a straight to the point video, right? Now, if you have been patient and you stuck around, your patience will be rewarded. So let me show you how to do this and how to do it right. Alright, so let's grab a guitar, let's plug into the interface, I'll show you how to do it. Alright, so for this video, I chose these two guys here. I'm gonna have them running on 9-volt batteries so that I can show you better, but there's a couple of things I want you to keep in mind. First of all, these pedals are going to be a lot noisier than VST pedals, plug-in pedals, or even the ones you find on the DAW. Like I'm actually going to use Logic, and if you compare this guy to the Tube Screamer on Logic, this is going to be a lot noisier. Any actual physical analog pedal is going to introduce some noise. So that's why I chose the noise suppressor so you can hear the difference. And of course, the TS9DX. This one adds a little bit more distortion to your signal than the original TS9 or the TS808. Alright, so let's get started. One thing I don't want to forget to mention, it's something that gets overlooked a lot, and it's the fact that you need to have your interface set to 0 dBs. On an interface like the one I have, which is the Moto Traveler, it's actually very easy because you actually do get an LED screen so you can see exactly how much gain you're adding into your signal before it gets to the DAW. Like sometimes on some of the cheaper interfaces, you only get like a green, orange, and red LED or some sort of meter that tells you that you're clipping. So something that a lot of people do is they try to go as high as they can before it starts to clip, and that's not the best practice for this. What you want to do is you want to get to 0. So on every interface is going to be a little bit different. It should say on the owner's manual where to find that 0, and if anything, just tweak it so that you can see that you have enough gain for the guitar to sound distorted when you want it to, and clean when you want it to be clean. Most of the time when you set it as high as possible without it clipping, you will actually add some gain, and your clean guitar is never going to be clean enough. It's always going to be like at edge of breakup. But once you get to the distortion stage, you might actually start to compress the sound a lot faster than you would want to. Alright, so that being said, check this out. You grab your cable, you plug this into the guitar, and we're first going to go straight into the TS9. You go into the input on the pedal, and then you want to go out of the output of the pedal into the input on the interface. Okay, so I have this plugged into input 1 on my interface. Bam. So now we have an actual functioning signal. Okay, so now our guitar sounds like this. That's a clean guitar. We turn this on, and it sounds like that. So let's play something on it. Alright, so that sounds like crap. What happened? Well, here's the first mistake most people make. You actually forgot to treat the pedal as if it were going into an amplifier. So yes, we have the pedal going into the interface, now within an amp. Alright, so I'm actually going to use one of my favorite plugins, which is the Amped ML Plexi, which is obviously emulating a Marshall Plexi. So this is what it sounds like without any tweaking or anything like that. If we want to check this out, here's the pedal board, it's empty. It does come with some pedals included, and it sounds like this. Not bad at all. It sounds like a Plexi, but it needs a little oomph. It just needs a little push. So that's where the TS9 comes into play. Okay, so this is what it sounds like without it. This is with it. It's subtle, but it's there. And you can definitely hear the compression and the saturation you get out of the pedal. But more so than anything, you can feel it. When you're playing the guitar and you kick that in, you can feel that distortion come in, that extra oomph, that extra push. Especially during the solos. Check this out. No TS9? Not bad, but... And of course you get the pinch harmonics. Now, if you listen to it, just like this, pretty noisy, right? This is just a TS9, so I'm just boosting the signal. But if you get an actual distortion pedal, let's say like a metal zone or something, or if you're stacking up pedals, it can get pretty noisy. So that's why we want to add this guy to the signal. So I'm going to go from the guitar to this, from this to the TS9, and then from the TS9 to the interface. Okay, so again, the guitar goes into the input here. Bam. I'm just going to use this little jumper cable, and I'm going to go from output of the pedal into the input here on the TS9. And here we go. Let's get the guitar going. Now we get a cleaner signal. So now it sounds like this. So there you go. That's how you use the pedals with the interface to record guitar. Now this is just part A of this video. There's going to be a part B where we are actually going to go out of the interface to a delay or a reverb pedal, but I don't want to make this video longer than it has to be. So now there's just one thing left to do. So I know what you guys are thinking. Pat, I don't have the money to invest in a fancy schmancy amplifier plugin, but don't worry, I got you covered. All you need to do is download some sort of an impulse response loader, and there's many out there for free, and a lot of the DAWs actually include some sort of loader. But just to keep it simple, I'm going to show you one that is free to get. I'll link to it in the description below, and you can just go ahead and grab it, and you can use it on any DAW you have. Now for this example, I'm actually going to grab something with a little bit more distortion so you guys can hear the difference. Alright, so here we go. Horizon Devices Precision Drive. Let's check this out. Okay, so without anything, it sounds like this. And with the pedal on, it sounds like this. No bueno. Okay, so what we do now is we find the loader, which is this guy here, STL Tones. So now we got to get an impulse response. So we go into the library here, and this is just my library of impulse responses, but you can get a ton of them. They're super cheap, and if anything, there's a lot of websites that have a lot of impulse responses for free. So now I'm just going to go to good old trusty Marshall 1960, and I'm just going to load these up. Bam. And here we go. Okay, so now, again, guitar with nothing on it sounds like this. With the pedal engaged, sounds like this. Sounds like an amp. Alright guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please drop me a like if you did. Drop me any questions you may have in the comment section down below. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to this channel like a man if you haven't yet. And if you really enjoyed the content and you want to help support the channel big time, please consider becoming a patron to the channel. A little goes a long way. We surely do appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Pat out. Metal on, dudes.